Hello and welcome to the Path of Exile Let's Play Invasion Edition. Yeah, we're doing some hardcore stuff today. This is from the live stream yesterday. This is going to be edited down slightly. It's not a full thing. Just spent about an hour beforehand deciding on a build. Of course, the hour beforehand resulted in about 35 minutes of deciding on a build and 25 minutes or so of waiting on the servers to finally come up. Sitting in a queue because the patch was up and the servers weren't actually up yet. It was so much fun. And then, of course, came the, I don't know what the hell I want to name this character, point. So, I'm sitting here debating away what I'm going to name it. It's like, oh, I think I got something. No. It's like, I like the name I was using for this build when I was playing around with it in Softcore or Standard League or Default League, whatever the hell it's called. And it's like, I like that. Yeah. I kind of like that. Yeah. And, yeah, there we go. Storm Moor. I have this thing with Moo at the end of the names. Oh well, it is what it is. So, hardcore. Yeah. I tend to die a lot. This is a terrible, terrible idea. On the bright side, this is not a melee character, so I can keep a distance and kind of not be in the middle of tons and tons of enemies getting killed. In theory. Excuse me as I'm yawning. As to how that actually turns out, well, that's a different story altogether. But, yeah. Basic stuff here. Running through the coasts, or Tidal Strand, or whatever the hell this area is called. Twilight Strand. Maybe eventually I will get this correct. And we're going to kill Hillock. Not a huge deal. This build is going to be a Stormcaller. I was playing around with it for a little bit. There's going to be some other builds running alongside this that will be alternating from day to day, depending on what I have felt like playing. There might be multiple updates in one episode, who knows. It's going to be some simple stuff that, depending on what I do, isn't a huge deal. If I spend the day farming the ledge, there may not be a whole lot of video updates. It's like, yep, I farmed the ledge. Have a great day. If I progress forward and kill Mervale, well, I'll put a little Mervale clip in there. And I wasn't sure what was going on. Every so often I would get just horrible frame rate drops out of nowhere. I don't know why, what was going on. But, yeah, skipping ahead a little bit. Picked up Freezing Pulse, just as kind of an AoE killing skill. I am running this league. This is not going to be a self-found video series like the last one. That also compounded the whole being a Marauder issue. Oh, you're a melee Marauder? Oh, that's great. I'm not going to give you any gear you can use. And there's that recipe for an item that would actually be useful for you. Yeah, you're not going to figure that out until the series is just about over. Sorry about that. Look at snazzy new waypoint effects. Good stuff, good stuff. I also don't know why the webcam ended up on top of the health. I specifically moved it so it would be in the center of the screen-ish, out of the way. The center bottom of the screen above the XP bar. Anyway, I went back to Line Eyes Watch. I caught up with the people who had joined the party. Found some snakes, and turns out there's a unique snake in here. Like, oh, they must have added some unique mobs to the various areas. Alright, good stuff. I was shooting some fireballs at it. The energy shield is just like shooting back up. There's only 2 people shooting at it. The other people are running away. And this obviously was not happening. So it was time to, after killing some zombies, to move back on. For the actual Stormcaller build, as I was trying to say, I had played around with this for a little bit in between the league breaks. I rather liked it. The only problem I'm having with it is when I started it, initially, I had a whole bunch of skill gems. Oh, this is a little amusing. We're like, we're not sure. Are we going here? Are we going to do mud flats? We're going back to do the tidal island. What are we doing here? Apparently, we're going back to the tidal island. The other guy went back, and it's all just very confusing. People are asking for town portals left, right, and center. It's like, guys, we're like 5 minutes into the league at this point. Not even 5 minutes. Like, actually, it's almost exactly 5 minutes. But no one has town portals yet. We may have one town portal. We're not going to throw it down because you're too lazy to walk out of Line Eyes Watch. as for the build, before I get sidetracked yet again, and I think I just kind of blew my microphone out a little bit, hopefully that will get fixed automatically when I run it through the compressor. I'll be using primarily Stormcall with, later on, a Arc Totem with Elemental Proliferation for this build. It works great that you throw down a totem, the Arc gets shock stacks on everything, you do more damage, everyone does more damage. It's great. Earlier on, I'm going to be running a couple extra minion nodes. The zombies are great meat shields. As soon as you get a spell totem with skeleton, or summon skeleton linked up to it, it's great just for summoning lots of skeletons. They act as even better meat shields than the zombies. And you don't have to manually recast them. But when I ran this the first time around, I had Clarity Gem out of my stash, I had a Rejuvenation Totem out of my stash. I had all this stuff sitting in my stash that I just had there to grab and use. This is a fresh league, I don't have that convenience. It's like I got spoiled. I'm not doing a self-found thing where I have to get everything myself, so it's like, oh, I want all this stuff, but I can't get any of it. Although I think I might have cheated on that Marauder and actually re-rolled a character to grab something, but whatever, it's not important. I found it myself and gave it to itself. And some more enemies that I think, oh, they added these flying squid things to the place. Oh, that's a big squid. Big, scary squid shooting lightning. Great. Yeah, and at some point about now, the whole invasion thing. Oh yeah, this is invasion mode, or league. There's mobs from other areas, including, evidently, unique boss invasion mobs. So this, sorry, I'm yawning again. This, kind of explains that snake back in the previous area. That also was likely an invasion mob. But we're trying to kill this guy. We have no flasks to speak of. We can drop down town portals to go back to town. There's a short period a little later on that I don't think will be in this episode that we're fighting another invasion boss. Someone throws a town portal down. It's taken a while to kill this guy, so I throw down one as well. Now, if multiple people throw down town portals, if you go in through any town portal and then leave back to the area through not your own, both portals will stay up and everyone can keep using town portals. The portal won't disappear for 7 minutes or 10 minutes until the instance closes, however the heck it works. It stays open for a long while. If you go in your own and then go back to the area through your own, it disappears instantly. So, yeah. That caused a little bit of inconvenience. I wasted my town portal scroll to try to make it easier, and it didn't work out that way. I should probably also mention that this is off the live stream, that the webcam is not in sync with what I'm talking about now, if that hasn't been obvious so far. Just kind of realized that. A little later on, we killed Hellrake. Hellrake was a complete joke, just compared to that invasion boss. And oh look, a giant skeleton in the lower submerged passage. Allies move and attack faster, and some other effects that I'm not mousing over long enough for me to read. Other allies cannot die and resist cold. So of course I'm spamming Freezing Pulse on him anyway, but this guy is considerably easier than that frickin' giant squid. Kill him. Driftwood Maul, not really my type of weapon, so I left it on the ground. One of those lucky Marauder guys picked it up. And then it was down. We ended up going down to the Flooded Depths and killing the Deep Dweller. Who, again, compared to the other invasion bosses, other than that skeleton, are pretty easy. It's like we just kind of spam a little bit on them, and shortly after, they end up dying. Not a huge deal. But it's like all these lovely, lovely currency items. Like, we're getting rich. And right about now, I decide that, I need to go get a zombie gem, or I want to get a zombie gem. Not doing a self-found thing, so it's okay. Need zombie gem. Amazingly, no one has taken that name. Crazy stuff. So once again, killing Hillock. There's a bunch of gems you can get quite easily just by rerolling another character. Any of the starting ones, just from off the skeleton zombie guy at the beginning, anything off the initial quest are just so simple and easy to get, it's not worth trying to trade for them. It's like, oh yeah, I can trade a transmutation gem, which by the time I put it in trade chat, someone responds, I go to somebody, meet up, drop the party, get the party all sorted out. It's like I could be in Lion Eye's Watch and just have my own already. So that's what I do here. I'm not entirely sure why I didn't speed this up or why I left this entire clip sitting in here. But that's what this is all for. Yep, killing Hillock again. Just killing Hillock. And my monitor turned off again because I haven't moved the mouse in a bit. Still killing Hillock. And into Lion Eye's Watch. Going to grab the zombie gem that I need. With on the live stream, it was kind of amusing. I have been playing a little Guild Wars 2 again on and off, and Guild Wars 2 has a place called Lion's Arch. I think it's Lion's Arch now, I don't even remember. So between Lion Eye's Watch and Lion's Arch, it was Lion Arch's Eyes Watch. It was just all over the place with the names. It was kind of weird or crazy. This also had the benefit of, I got a couple extra flasks out of it, which allowed me to upgrade one of them. Which is pretty nice, considering I'm running with these stupid tiny little ones. In retrospect, it would have been good to swap out that third health flask for a second mana flask. And here I'm like, oh, I have all this currency now, I should make a currency tab, which is normally a money sign, not an @ symbol. It's not a terribly important thing. Then, of course, the lifelong problem. I don't have slots at the moment for all 3 skill gems. Oh well, Freezing Pulse, Fire Trap, and Summon Zombies, it is. And I got myself a nice little medium life flask. Go back, look, is my party still there? Yes, it is. They have reached, I didn't get a chance to read that, but I spent quite a bit of time catching up. As I'm yawning yet again, spending a skill point, working towards that extra minion node. This is one of these situations where I should be aware of the map layout a little more than I appear to be. Okay, yeah, we went this way to the Flooded Depths. Oh wait, the way the Flooded Depths, or the way the Lower Submerged Passage works, the Flooded Depths will be the opposite way of the exit. So, had to turn around, run back, just kind of basically follow the trail of loot. See glowing ooze pools, and it's like, oh, they must have found another invasion pack. I missed out on it. Something possibly interesting. And again, just gotta follow through the packs of mobs that are killed. This comes into another one of these, why did I leave this in fully edited of me just kind of running along? No idea. I did. I mean, it's, nothing really exciting. I run away from stuff. That's it. Found gloves with a slot I could use. I mean, there's some benefit to running along through here, I guess, but... just running along, looking for the exit. There it is, on the minimap. Onto the ledge, one of the best early farming zones in the game. This whole thing is kind of weird though, because I'm not doing a solo run. A solo run I'd normally be speeding through basically everywhere before here, killing only large packs of enemies. With other people tend to not care about it so much. They're killing more, basically everything, which is really a different way to go about playing things. For the first probably 65, 70 levels of the game, people tend to ignore everything except for the couple zones like the ledge, possibly the coves, the forest, Fellshrine Ruins, City of Sarn, Maybe Chamber of Sins back in Act 2. City of Sauron in Act 3. Docks, library, laboratory. Whatever people's favorite farm zones are these days, they'll farm the crap out of those till they get a couple levels over the content. They'll go do the content and then they'll start farming the next area because it's the most efficient. Here comes some exciting stuff here. Yeah. We're almost there. I see people. I see feet, legs, and whole body, finally. Should get some zombies going. Oops. Trying to say thank you to people. Realizing that was terrible. Well, I was fumbling for the log out button. Thought that was a friend request. Oh well, we lasted, what time is it? 27 minutes. I got a okay goat's horn out of it, I guess. Yeah. That goat's horn was terrible. But yeah, anyway, people generally don't clear out everything, so it's kind of interesting, but it does take a little longer. So the rest of the series will be episodes similar to this. I gotta figure out exactly if I'm gonna be doing live streaming for everything, or if I'm gonna be doing just some episodes as regular Let's Plays, where I'm doing live commentary, then splitting it up as needed. I'm not entirely sure at this point. The quality of this drives me nuts compared to the proper Let's Play style episodes. So, the first hardcore character I've played in quite a while lasted 27 minutes. Actually, a little less than that, because one was like different character grabbing a skill gem. But, yeah, I don't know, maybe doing some more live streaming at some point. There is more to this live stream. The full live stream is up and viewable. Check that out if you kind of want some background noise for 2 hours or so. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, rate, and/or subscribe, and have a great day.